She came to her son's wedding in silence. He called her a criminal in front of everyone. But what truth will she reveal when she takes the microphone?
Let's play a game. Let's pretend I'm not bald. Let's pretend I have a full head of vibrant red hair. Can you guess what kind of character I might play in this story? Well, here's a clue. This character has a dark secret from their past that haunts them even in moments of joy. What do you think? Am I the happy groom, the mysterious bride, or perhaps the troubled son? What's certain is that my secret will be revealed, changing everything. Let's begin. The air buzzed with excitement. Gowns swirled, men exchanged knowing glances, and cameras flashed, capturing nervous smiles and stolen kisses. Tonight was magical. The finest restaurant twinkled with lights, transformed into a fairy tale palace fit for a king and queen. Young lovers, confident and radiant, basked in the adoration of friends and family. This night was theirs, a testament to their undying love. As midnight neared, the groom, Richard, his eyes shining with happiness, held his wife close. They swayed, oblivious to the world. For him, this was the happiest moment in his life. His Catherine was breathtaking in her white gown. Their vows, whispered promises of eternal devotion, echoed in his ears. Soon they would depart for their honeymoon, a luxurious cruise to exotic islands. Life was a dream. Yet outside the window, a lone figure watched, a shadow in the darkness. Rain lashed against the glass pane, blurring the scene within. The woman huddled deeper into her coat, shielding herself against the biting wind. Her eyes, though, remained fixed, filled with longing and unspoken pain. Who was she, and why did she yearn to enter the glowing building, yet feared to cast a shadow on its gaiety? Suddenly, Richard, unaware of the observer, turned. His eyes met the woman's. Startled, she flinched, quickly turning away. He frowned, confused by the sudden movement. Who was that? Was it just a figment of his imagination? Had the excitement of the evening affected his vision? Catherine, noticing her husband's distraction, asked softly, "What is it, Richard?" "Nothing," he replied, shaking off his thoughts. "Just a strange lady watching us. But it must be some misunderstanding. There's no reason for her to disturb our happiness." With that, he drew her closer again, losing himself in the embrace of his beloved. Meanwhile, the woman outside shivered, clutching her old coat tighter. Tears welled up, blurring the joyous scene before her. Her gaze fell to her worn shoes, and she bit her trembling lip. Should she knock and reveal herself? But why? Would anyone welcome her presence? Who was she to intrude on their perfection? Back inside, the party raged. Laughter echoed, glasses clinked, and the newlyweds basked in the spotlight. Richard, holding his wife's hand, felt invincible. This moment of pure joy was worth all the sacrifices, all the hardships endured. Life was beautiful. But the woman outside watched, her heart aching. Suddenly, a loud crash, a shattering of glass made her jump. Startled, she looked up. To her horror, a shard had fallen, dangerously close to a young girl. Quick as lightning, the woman reacted, dashing across the street. She scooped up the child, soothing her fright. The girl's parents, shocked and grateful, thanked her profusely, but she only smiled faintly. Richard, noticing the commotion, momentarily tore his gaze from Catherine. Seeing the woman calming the child, he frowned. Something about her presence unsettled him, as if a dark cloud had passed over the sun. Catherine, sensing his unease, asked softly, "Are you sure you're all right, Richard? You seem distracted." "I don't know," he admitted, his gaze fixed on the enigmatic woman. "There's a strange lady here. She seems out of place. I can't help but feel drawn to her. It's as if I know her, yet I can't quite place her." Catherine, ever supportive, squeezed his hand reassuringly. "If it bothers you, we can ask someone to escort her away. But I can't help but feel there's more to her than meets the eye. Perhaps there's a sad story behind her haunting gaze." Richard sighed, unable to shake off the unsettling feeling. "Perhaps you're right, but how can we know?" We shouldn't pry into her sadness. Instead, let's focus on our joy. After all, this night belongs to us. Let's celebrate our love. Catherine nodded, understanding a husband's need to shield their happiness from shadows. And so they returned to their dance, their laughter mingling with the night. Meanwhile, the woman, after ensuring the child's safety, found herself irresistibly drawn back to the restaurant. Peeking through the window, she saw Richard and Catherine dancing, their faces radiant with happiness. A bittersweet smile touched her lips. What a beautiful couple. As the night deepened, Richard's unease grew. The woman's haunting presence seemed to mock their joy. Determined to unravel the mystery, he excused himself from the festivities and approached the woman. Startled, she turned, her eyes widening in surprise. "Can I help you?" she asked cautiously. Richard hesitated, unsure how to begin. "I couldn't help but notice you," he started, "and I was wondering if everything's all right." The woman's guarded expression melted slightly. "Why wouldn't it be all right?" "I'm fine," she replied, trying to sound convincing. "I just came to congratulate you, and your wife, she's lovely." Richard noticed the faint sadness in her eyes. "Thank you. But what brings you here? Are you a friend of the family?" The woman hesitated, torn between revealing her past and maintaining her anonymity. Finally, she sighed. "I'm not here as a friend, but as a part of your past. I hope you won't be too shocked or disgusted, but I am your mother." Richard stumbled back, his mind reeling. His mother? But he thought she had died years ago in a car accident. Confused and hurt, he stared at her. The woman's eyes welled up. "I never meant to hide from you, Richard. I just wanted to protect you from the pain of knowing my scandalous past. When your father left me, I did everything to provide for you. I scrubbed floors, waited tables, endured humiliation just to keep a roof over your head. I never wanted you to feel the sting of poverty or see the fear in people's eyes when they learned my circumstances. I never wanted those memories to define you. That's why I kept my distance." Richard, overwhelmed with a mix of emotions, could only stare at her. His mother, the woman he had mourned all those years, was alive. But why had she kept herself hidden? The woman, sensing his bewilderment, continued. "I know this might be hard to believe, but I'm your mother, Richard, and I've loved you every second of every day, even from afar." Richard stood frozen, grappling with the revelation. His mother, the one he thought he had lost, was standing right in front of him. But why had she concealed herself for so long? Was there more to her story that she wasn't revealing? His gaze, filled with a mixture of confusion and pain, never wavered from his mother's face. In the background, the party raged on. Unknowingly, the